So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to say continue. Yes. My name is Misako Rocks. I'm a Japanese manga comic artist and I'm a manga teacher at my online community. It's called Learn Manga with Misako. Today, actually, some of my passionate students are here. Super cool. Awesome. All right. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. I'm pretty sure you might have those worksheet already. This is an example. Ta-dang. Here we go. So I'm going to show you how to color. Actually, they're my comic characters from Bounce Back, which I'm going to show you quick. I'm going to show you how to draw step by step, okay? And then before we color, I'm pretty sure you guys are really interested in manga, right? Or anime. So I'm going to show you how to draw girl's eye just a quick. Use pencil, right? And then we move to this one. Alrighty. Also, maybe you are pretty interested in this Copic markers, which I'm going to show you what the Copic markers are. But here, these are my drawing for the which I did it for Copic markers. If you go to my Instagram, you see these are my characters, and these I drew everything I color with Copic markers like that. Nala, Emma. These step, okay? But today we're gonna draw more like holiday, winter, super kawaii drawing. Alrighty, here we go. So let's just draw girl's eye. I'm gonna use awesome pen, but I want to use just a pencil, which I'm gonna use this Copic markers brush pen. Hope you can see here. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Alrighty? Okay. So let me zoom in. Let's start. Okay. And in the end, I'm going to share a screen. So stay with me, all right? Stay with me. So when you want to draw a girl's eye, this is going to be just a girl's eye. First, draw her eyebrows. I'm going to show you one of the maybe popular eyes, which you see a lot on anime or like my students' favorite eyes too. Here, this is just the eyebrows, okay? Go like this. This is easy, right? Oh, everybody answer me. Thank you very much. And then underneath, let's draw her eyelid. Go really thick. See, go a little thicker. And then let's give a little hook. Go like that, little go flick. Go flick like this. Awesome. Cool. And if you want, go like that, right? This is a cute one. And if I'm going a little bit fast, just send me the chat, okay? Hey, you're going too fast. Slow down or stuff like that, okay? And then here we go. Let's give a nice round eye. This eye is gonna be really useful. Okay. Sometimes, you know what? When you want to draw really confident girls, like manga characters, you want to give it this hook, right? And the bottom eyelid, just add it one line and go another hook. Go in. Sort of like top and bottom just close each other. That kind of showing a really strong eye. Here, let me just move on. Yup. And then let's give bubble. The more bubbles she has inside her eyes, the more kawaii she is. That's the theory. I mean, that's the key thing for Japanese manga. Okay? Go like this. And a black circle in the middle. Right? Now let's give a little bit more bubbles. Here. All right. You know what? If you want to use Copic here, just to color instead of eyes, just quick. Do you want to practice? For example, worksheet you have, right? And I'm pretty sure you saw what kind of color I'm going to use today. This E-series 13, 21, 57. That's a really good for skin and inside of eye. So right now I'm just going to use this 13 and a 57 to just quickly show you. here, the shading inside of eyes, okay? It's always better to start base color. Let's say base color is going to be light brown, warm light brown. So I like using this E13 here, like this is a Copic marker. Whoops, sorry. Here we go like this. Open this side. I used already a couple times. See, this is super nice, like really fine top, right? And then this side is marker. But I love using this side. Can you see? Hope so. So here I'm going to start drawing from the top quick. I love the sound of this Copic markers. Just sha 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 sha. It's like a snow falling, seasonal. So I'm gonna go from top to bottom, and you can go for maybe 2 or 3 layers. Go like this. Let's say something like that. And then I'm gonna use 57. E57, it's gonna be second layer. I wanna go for a little darker. And then for this, I'm gonna use this Copic Ciao. Copic Ciao is a little bit here, bit smaller. It's easy to hold it. It's the same quality. Everything's gonna be same. But it's good for you if you never had a Copic markers and if you wanna try it. Try Copic Ciao. Okay, so Copic Ciao, here we go. So I'm gonna go from the top. Look at this. And then in the middle, I'm not gonna press too much. Just touch, a little bit of touch. Go like this. So you can make a really beautiful shading. Dark brown to go really nice, warm, light brown. All right? Well, some of you maybe already drew other side, another eye, right? Well, I'm gonna move to coloring soon. So yeah, instead of like drawing 2 eyes, don't you feel sometimes you want to draw just a wink to make it cute? That works too. If you feel a little bit lazy, but if you still want to draw kawaii eyes, just make it wink. Like this. Okay? All right. Alrighty, so give me thumbs up emoji when you're ready to move to coloring. Okay, I'm gonna peel this one. And then, okay, all right, Olivia's ready. Most of you ready. Well, give me strong thumbs up coming up. Awesome. I'm gonna try to wait. I'm not gonna be able to wait for everybody, right? But try to wait for, okay, I guess not everybody's quite ready yet, huh?
Looks like everybody's good.
Good? Okay, so now we're gonna move to coloring. Okay, whoops, hold on. I hope you printed out my worksheet, which let me make sure I taped really well. So this, here you go. That's the example. Here you go. It's like awesome here. You see, this is without color, with color. And then let me just tape it over here. Okay. Sorry, kids. Yup. Here we go. Yosh. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do is, you know what we're gonna start coloring first is gonna be skin. We're gonna start skin, okay? Let me just go a little sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start going a little closer. So you're gonna hear, you're gonna see just the eyes and stuff a little bit. So if you have here, E21, I want to use E21. Why it's better to do skin first? You know why? Because over skin is going to be hair, right? So it's better to start with the first layer, which is going to be skin. And then we're going to move to eye, and then we're going to move to hair. So let's use E21. Okay. So I'm going to use this Copic markers, this one, right? Then we're going to use this here, this soft, whoops, this, you can see it, right? This one. So it's better to start. Let's go like this. Around the between hairs. Let's start from here. Oh, quick one thing. Sorry, kids. If you print it out on your print paper, you might want to add another extra paper underneath. Yeah, so this is a, let's say, worksheet, right? If you can add another one more sheet, just a clear one, white sheet, that would be good. So ink is not going to bleed that much, okay? So put another extra paper underneath, alrighty? Okay, I'm using a E21, okay? So I'm going to start. So if you're using it just, like here, the brush, this part, you can control really well. And then don't worry, if you go a little bit of overlapping, here, just don't worry about it. Just keep going here. And then maybe tricky thing when you're coloring around the eyes, right? So make sure like how much you want to color inside of eyes. Let's say really lightly. I usually draw it like this. I just draw really lightly, draw a little bit color, and then I'm going to start coloring. Go like this. Watch your edge. Watch out like a little bit, this lips, and around the eyelid. Just watch out just a little. First, don't worry. Don't worry about first layer or second layer. Just put the color first, and then you're gonna go second layer. Here we go. Right? And I'm just gonna go more. I hope my face is not covering. Go like this. Okay. If you want to leave it more like really light skin tone, you can just finish it like this. But let's say if you want to go for a little slightly more like a warm, more color, let's add another layer. So I like usually for my character Liriko, she's a Liriko, I like going 3 layers for this. So I'm gonna go one more. I'm just gonna follow same direction, okay? Here we go. Alrighty. It's like right now it's snowing here. I'm in the East Coast. It's so pretty. And, it's kind of perfect, this weather. When you want to draw, be quiet, right? And then draw just not thinking anything. Just want to doodle, coloring. This kind of weather is perfect. So like this. Maybe I'm going to go a little bit more. Okay. Oh, don't forget ear. Here you go. And if you can also color, here, don't forget her hand, the fingers, okay? And in the end, I love to see how you color. So I'm gonna try to spotlight you, or, well, if you can't, just put your drawing in front of a screen so I just see how you drew. Also, you can post your drawing if you have, or if your parents have Instagram. I'm gonna let you know about that. Okay, here we go. Skin tone, got a little bit. Awesome. Ooh, you like the picture? Thank you very much. Okay, see? So maybe this is good. If you finished 2 or 3 layers, and then again, give me thumbs up emoji when you are ready to give a little bit more like, sort of like a shadow shading, a little bit of shadow I want to add. We're going to use E13. E13. We're going to use E13, okay? For this. Alrighty. It looks like you guys are ready, huh? All right. Oh. Okay. I'm reading a chat too. Makes me smile. Okay, here we go. Oh, one thing. When you want to add a little bit of, like a shade, more like a shadow color here, imagine how the sun or lights coming in. Snowflakes right there. So obviously the lights coming out from this side, right? So Lirico's this side is going to be pretty bright. So we don't want to put any sort of like a shadowy, like a dark color that much. So what I want you to do is use E13 and only let's go around the ear. Just go through the outline a little bit. Okay. And then, so I'm going to go a little more closer to screen. Here, sorry kids. Go like this. And here, more, go like this. So use this warm brown. Almost looks like a, not the 3D looking, but looks layered, right? You can just see not just the one layer. If you add like this brown, warm, little bit darker color, you can show that hair is a full hair right there. So it's going to be nice shadowy underneath. And then more here. Go like this. Oh, this is going to be, hold on, let me just go through. Oh yeah, that's going to be her neck. Okay. And then maybe that's going to be the key. Here, I don't want you to color like this. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? What I want you to do is just follow outline. Follow outline. Go like this. Here. Think about which part is going to be in the shadow. Now you added E21 and you added E13, right? So it looks like a little pop, don't you think? Pops, right? Okay.
Misako, we've got a question real quick.
Oh,
Kara
all
wants to
right.
know, what marker are you using right now for those highlights?
Oh, the highlight?
Like the darker color on your
Oh,
character's hair.
this one, E13.
E13, E13.
Yes, keep using E13. All right. And then I want to move to eyes, just like I showed you in the beginning. So give me thumbs up emoji when you are ready to add a color. Okay. We're going to do inside color. Give me thumbs up emoji. So we're going to use E13 and E57. Yup. We're going to use E13 and 57. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So let's do it. You know what? If you can on worksheet I gave you, I mean you printed out, can you add just a little bit? Can you add E13 on eyelid too? On an eyelid, just a little bit. Go like this. Right? Just a little touch, right? Just a little touch makes a big difference. And then, like I showed you, not inside of a bubble, not inside of a bubble. I want you to use E13, start coloring inside of eyes, but not inside of a bubble, okay? Okay. Okay, here we go. Like that, and I'm gonna do other side. Okay. Yup. Whoops, I overlap a little bit. It happens. And then I'm gonna use E57. So E57 now I'm using a Copic Ciao E57. I'm gonna start coloring from top to middle, not all the way down. Top to middle, okay? Top. Use just the tip. Okay. Oh, gotta be careful. I mean, manga eye is so sensitive, right? But if you pay attention, if you spend a little bit of time, your drawing is gonna look fantastic. Because manga character, especially girls' character, eyes and hair, so important. I'm pretty sure you know that. Okay. All right. All right. So here we did this, but I just want to add a little final touch, which is C6. This one. Okay? 6. And then you're going to create this black circle in the middle. Like this. Maybe my example already have it or not. So draw like that. Just a little bit touch. If you can add that, that would be perfect. And then we're going to move to hair. So try to finish up the eyes, and I want you to use, all right, awesome. I want you to use C4 and C6 for hair. It's gonna be, well, I don't wanna cover that much. We're gonna use 4, no, yes, 4 and 6. Okay? All right, so we're gonna start using a 4 first. Okay. So give me thumbs up emoji. I always ask to my students, give me thumbs up emoji when you're ready to start coloring her hair. Okay, I'm gonna sort of go back a little. All right, most of you getting ready. Okay, alrighty. So for this, since you got like a, long and a pretty big ponytail, so don't worry about line so much. First, you're gonna use C4, just color, just color. Don't think anything, just color. We're gonna spend time on this. Maybe you can finish coloring this first layer, what, couple minutes? Right? And then we're gonna start adding darker color. We're gonna use C6. You know this C series? It's really good, especially like when you wanna draw and when you wanna add the color winter, dark, kind of cool color. I think C series works perfect. And if you want to use, more like a warm, darker color, W series is good too. So you can just try so many different things. That's why it's fun to collect Copic, don't you think? Because so many like dark brown has another like texture, right? And a shade. So you never know how your character is gonna look like in the end. I should focus on coloring instead of talking that much. Sorry. Here you go. So the first layer, just keep going. Sometimes you can do like this, almost like a smudging. That's totally fine. Okay. Right. Make sure it might be maybe confusing. Sorry, the way maybe I drew her hair and a scarf sort of looks like in the same. Make sure that her hairline is more like flowy, kind of a little bit wavy. Okay. Go like this. Do, 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 do. My God, Lidiko had such a long hair. I drew this and then I noticed like, geez, I gave her pretty long hair. Hold on, let me see. Slightly. Wait, yeah, good. I'm gonna go like this. In Japan, like my middle school was pretty strict. So if you have a long hair, slightly touched shoulder, which is they say that's too long. So we have to tie hair up like a ponytail Oh no, high ponytail, they didn't allow us. So we just had only like a low ponytail or pigtails. That's about it. It was so strict. That was my middle school days. Okay. I hope you finished the first layer. Oh, okay. I went a little bit
Misako,
too
give us
fast.
just a few minutes. A few people are
Okay.
asking you to slow
Oh,
down.
yeah, slow down. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Take a look at like the hair technique and maybe go over that with them one more time.
Okay. So I'm just going to do, I don't want to put another layer on this, which I'm going to draw on. Hold on. I'm just going to draw right here the way I did it. So just draw like this, add the color like that. You can do something like this or press, go a little slower too. Either way works. Smudging, or like you can go small, spend a little bit of time. Like this. Let me see if I miss some spots. Oh, I missed some spots. Okay. The thing is, I want you to use C6, right, to add a nice dark shade. So I don't want to use C4 that much. Because the thing is, Copic markers, amazing thing is, if you sort of finish just just layer, this is, right, kind of light gray. But if you go second layer, it gets darker. So if you want to go darker hair, darker hair, darker hair, you can go another layer. Okay, but if you want to leave it just the first layer, and if you want to use another C6, which is slightly darker, no, actually much darker than C4, we're gonna use C6 to add some shading, just like this.
One last thing before we move on to the next step, Misako. Lori
Yes.
is asking any tips on how to hold the markers?
Oh, yeah. Like maybe hold like a chopsticks. Chops. Do you guys know how to use chopsticks? Maybe like go like this. So hold like that. Go like this.
And there we go.
Go like this. You got it? See, like a chopsticks. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, you know how to use chopsticks. Alrighty, give me thumbs up emoji if you're ready to move to next step. All right. Okay, most of you getting ready. Do. I guess I'm just gonna. Okay, now everybody's ready. So I'm gonna wait maybe couple more minutes, right? And then we move to the next one. So while maybe I'm waiting, I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit of line. You know what? I kind of missed some spots. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna try to make it perfect. Well, art is there's nothing. None of arts are perfect, right? But we can make it better. But as long as you're loving it, that means a lot. That all matters. Okay, here we go. Slightly go. Oh, this part, you don't need to color that much this part, okay? Again, Snowflake light is just attacking her little girl's hair. So this side, leave it just a one layer. Just the one layer. This side. Maybe you can go slightly more. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Alrighty, we're gonna move to the next step. Let's do this. So now what I want you to do is, don't be afraid. When you want to add it like a dark sort of like big color, first go like this. Use this dark C6. I want you to add one line like this, big one line in the middle. Draw like that, because this part is going to be completely dark. Once you add the color, I want you to start adding C6. Just don't feel hesitate. Just add a color. Okay, go like this. Right? Right? Okay. So that's the one. I hope you did. I'm sort of like seeing you guys' hands are moving, so that's good. And then wait a little bit, and we're gonna go for the next one too. Do, do, do. Okay, whoa, Ponte, that's beautiful. All right. Okay, can I go to the next step? I'm asking here. Give me a thumbs up emoji. Okay, oh,
Let's
strong
go.
yes. All right, okay. So the next one, another line. Go like this. Another line. Now going slightly front. Sorry, I spit it. I spit myself. Okay, front like this. And then you're gonna add another one to the front. If you can sort of leave, don't touch the front, this part, just leave the C4 right there, but go 2 lines like this. And then you're gonna go more. Okay, good. Around this head shape here, it's gonna be pretty dark. That's gonna be pretty in the shadow. So you don't need to worry about that much. So just keep going. So if you can leave this C4 line here, 1, 2, 3, like this, that would be good. That's how you show the hair. It's not just a one layer. Pretty full, right? And then almost like a three-dimensional looking. Okay, good. Once you did it, all you need to do is don't touch the bang. Don't touch her bangs. Here, up to the cat, keep going. Now you're going to pretty much add C6. Here up to here. And then her side here, this part. Can you go? Maybe hold like this. Or maybe hold on. If you're doing like that. Yeah, maybe if you're right-handed, hold like this. Hold like this. And
So we've
then
got kind of an
touch.
interesting question, Misako.
Oh,
Sophia wants
okay.
to know more about light and dark shading. What's
Yes.
the way to kind of understand light sourcing and where to place the dark
Oh.
color versus the light color?
Oh, good question. Yes. When you want to add like those dark and a light color thing, you gotta always think where the light's coming, where the sun coming out. So it's always better to do. Hold on. I'm just gonna take this one quick, okay? Let's say you drew a character. Just think of maybe sunlight or lights coming out from here. Whoa, sorry. Go like this. So in that case, this part gets pretty dark. So the first you add one first layer, right? Everything, everywhere. And then the second layer, you're gonna add this dark color on her left side. So you drew character 1, and then you're gonna add, you draw character, and then you're gonna add, let's just say sun above her, here or here. It's up to you. And then think where it's gonna be light, right next to sunlight, right? So just don't touch this part that much. You don't need to add another color. Okay? Alrighty. Oh, is it hard? But you guys doing good. I think. I know it. As long as you have a strong passion. As long as you love manga. This is also just a practice. Okay? Alright. And now I'm gonna move to bangs. I'm using C6. Can you draw like this? Here, right underneath the cat hand, go like this. Whoops. Sorry. Go like that. And then here another one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. And then another one right there. See, 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna use color so much the bangs. I want to leave this C4 a little bit too. And then more here. Go like this. And then one more. That's it. Okay. Is it? Yeah, you guys having fun? I'm having fun. Yeah? Yes, I hope so. Yes, keep nodding. Yes, alrighty. Okay. Okay, lots of fun. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Yes. So give me thumbs up emoji when you're ready to color. Let's not move to cat. We're gonna do, well, hopefully we're gonna have a time. Yeah, we're gonna have a time. We're gonna do, let's do her scarf. Okay? Let's do her scarf. Okay. Now, let's use C2. Do you guys have a C2? Okay, C2. Okay, we're gonna use C2. And also we're gonna use B12. C2 and a B12. That's what we're gonna use. All right. So first, just the one thing. What I want you to do is, so I'm just gonna zoom up just a quick, okay? Here, C2, wait, am I using C2? Good. Go. One line like this. That's gonna be a little bit of shadow. Go like that. And one line here. That's it. Okay, just the one light gray bottom on the left side. And then, here we go. I'm using B12. We can use B12. Okay. Here. If you are sort of a little bit scared to add this stripe without any guideline, what you can do is use pencil. Okay, use pencil. Wait, do I have a pencil here with me? Oh, I got the color pencil. Let's pretend this is a pencil, okay? If you are scared, first, really light. Let's pretend this is a light, okay? Here, first you can add a stripe. If you're kind of scared to jump in using coloring right away, so use like that. You can use this as a guideline, and then you're gonna start coloring. This. See? Here we go. Like that. Oh, the number, this number? Okay, this is B12. The first little light gray shadow I used, that was a C2. First I use C2, add a little bit of shadow, okay? Down and a left. And then I move to B12. All right? Here we go. And then you can just go. I don't know what it's called this in English, this part. So you're just gonna color this part B12. Sorry, I got, see that? A little bit messy. Okay. And then here again, if you feel a little bit scared to add a stripe with a Copic right away, use pencil and you're gonna add a stripe line. But here I add this winkle line, right? This fabric winkle line. So the stripe is not gonna look perfect. If you can go sort of like this, little bit wavy. Can you see? Whoop. See, like this, a little bit wavy. So pretend this is a pencil, okay? So I add a little bit of wave line. And then you can start adding a B12. Oh, it's called a fringe. What? Tassel? Ta I can't pronounce. Okay. So today's lessons definitely if you focus on her face, right, skin and her hair. For her clothes, pretty much we're just gonna add a color. Don't worry about giving a perfect shade for this one, okay? Right. And then when you're ready to draw, when you're ready to add the color on her coat, a jacket, give me thumbs up emoji. All right. We're gonna push a little bit. We're gonna push a little bit hard. We're gonna attack this one. All right, good. Some of you started giving me a sign. Awesome. So I want you to use V12. We're gonna use V12 and a V15 for this. Let me get my V12. I'm gonna use Copic marker and a Copic Ciao. Whoops. I'm using a V12 Copic marker and a V15 Copic Ciao. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's hard to pronounce. I know. So for this, okay. So don't color that part here, this sleeve, this part. Don't use V12 on there. I want you to use wait, am I using V12? Good. V12 sleeves. Start coloring. Again, if you want to go really fast, hold like this, right? Hold like that, and then laying there, and almost like a smudge, 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 smudge. And if you want to go for a little darker color, 2 or 3 layer, you can go.
So Misako, once you're done coloring this sleeve, we have a question about the line work here. Avery wants to know,
Oh,
there's a lot of folds on this jacket. How do you kind of figure out where the lines are going to go specifically to show the different,
oh,
like the folds of the cloth itself to make
oh,
it
I
look
see.
like, yeah.
So that part, okay, I'm gonna explain why the coloring. The thing is, to be honest, yes, you need to practice that part a lot because those little details means a lot, right? Especially like when you are drawing, let's say around the armpit or elbow. Every time when you just notice when fabric is sort of like touching, like a stomach area or like when fabric is like touching to each other, that part, that's how you start adding a little light lines to show the clothes are like sort of like bunched up. Because when you're standing like this, you don't need to add the wrinkle line here. Important part is when her arms going up like this area gets pretty bunched up. That's how you add a little bit of wrinkle lines. So think about where fabric is, like they're overlapping. You know what? I'm gonna use this side, marker side. Here we go. Now bottom part, yes, you can color. Color, color, color. Okay, here we go. And don't worry about a little bit like those lines, like a little bit noisy line. Copic markers is actually like when you go a second layer, it's gonna disappear too. The more layer you add it, those like a noisy line, it's gonna disappear. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. And also the thing is, this jacket, this winter jacket, the thing is the texture, right? It's usually like not the like perfect fabric. It's pretty thick and it gets noisy textures on there. That's a little bit of like, if you have a little like those noisy line, that's fine. That's completely fine. Maybe we gotta go tons of layer to add color. There you go. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna use Copic Ciao too again. I'm gonna add a little bit more color. I like this color. Violet pink almost, right? While we are coloring this jacket, this part is pretty simple. All I want you to do is just color, color, color. Do you guys have more questions or are you okay? Sorry, right now I can't even look at the chat.
I got you, Misako.
Okay.
Actually, let's see. Somebody wants to. Can we adjust the camera a little so we can see more of the image? Can we
Oh,
back
oh
a little
yeah.
bit?
Sorry. I
Like I
completely.
understand why we're up close so we can see like the detail of the line art, but
Yeah,
seeing
yeah, yeah. Hold on.
little bit back might be good.
Okay.
There we go.
And then I'm gonna go slightly.
Oop, oop, oop.
Oh, here we go.
Perfect.
How's that? It's good?
Perfect.
Sorry about that. Okay. Let me just go one more layer quick, okay? One more layer.
Got a good question here in the chat. What gives you inspiration, Misako?
What gives me inspiration? Oh, actually, my students. Yeah, you know why? Because my comic Bounce Back, I use my students as a model. So yeah, I guess I'm that kind of a person. I don't like sitting in a desk so much. I like moving around, right? Meeting people. That's how I get the inspiration. And also I use myself a lot as a my story a lot. I had a pretty exciting, interesting life. I moved to, America when I was an exchange student, and I lived here alone for a long time. So I met a lot of interesting people. I had a tons of fun experience. I didn't even, expect myself to be a comic artist for a long time. I was a puppeteer first. Yeah, life's changing. So I use my life experience a lot to make a comic. Yes. Okay, now we move into V15. Let's go, let's go. Okay, here we go. So V15, that's gonna be just a little final touch. Here, around here. Go like this. I want to change the color just a little bit, like those. What can I say? This trim. Okay, here too. Instead of using just the one color, if you use little similar color but slightly darker, you can make your drawing more like just much layered and it's so dynamic and it's super warm. So try to use, don't, just don't be satisfied with just the one color. Just add another one here, right? And then pockets like this. And the buttons. All right. Oh, somebody know, yeah, American actors. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna explain. Before we move to, you know what? Before we move to a cat, I want to explain why I moved here too. But I want to use next. We're gonna finish a cat with just the E13. E13. Hold the E13, and then we're gonna move to cat. Right? Okay. This is gonna be super easy. So give me thumbs up emoji when you are ready to go to cat. His name is Nico. All right, I guess most of you ready. Okay, so let me just go slightly closer. And then go up. Okay. Yup. All right. So for this is your like a choice. But Nico, this cat has a little brown spots on the top. So I just want you to have fun with it. This one you don't need to worry about just making it a perfect shading and adding a shadow that much. Nico has a warm brown here and there and a top. And an eye too. His eyes pretty much same color as Lidico's eyes. So just use E13 on his eyes too. Okay. E13, E13. I'm using again E13 for Nico, this cat. Right? All right, kids. I guess we're gonna try to finish up soon, okay? So what we're gonna do next is it's gonna be more final touch. Let's go E57. E57. You have E57, please. E57, it's gonna be his nose. His nose. And if you can, do same thing as Adirico's eyes. Sorry, kids. I thought we were gonna finish up soon. Sorry about that.
Here's an interesting question
Yes.
from Octavia, and I have trouble with this too. How do you come up with names for your characters?
Oh, how? Oh, well, I used the bounce bus characters. Bounce. It's called the bounce back. That's the title. I used the shrine. Tons of shrines in Japan. I use those names. Like my hometown, they got awesome. The shrines called the Nico, and I use that name for cat. And the Lidiko is it's another sort of like a temple shrine near my hometown. So I use that a lot. So I use like a place name. I don't use my friend's real name, but yeah, I use that kind of stuff.
And while we're there, what gives you kind of the someone Sophie asks, how do you
Yes.
choose colors? So like when you see Ririko here, like what
Yes.
colors do you see on her? Like
Oh,
what
okay.
brought you to those?
I see. Well, because the lyrical, like the her, let's say, not like selling point. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, lyrical is like known for really long, awesome kind of black hair. I mean, she's a Japanese girl, and I won't give her a little like warm color. So here we are doing a more winter holiday color. That's what I use like C series, but normally it's more like W, warm one. It's more like a her hair color. So depend on personality, I choose different color. Like like other character, her name is Emma. She's super pretty, but a little bit of some attitude problem. So in that case, I want to give her kind of cool, like shiny, beautiful, shiny, not the blondish, but mixing a warm brown and a dark brown together, wavy, So and I start kind of deciding color. That's what I do. Alrighty, here we go. Let's do. Now, can you use really light pink? Oh my goodness, we're gonna finish up. R20. R20. Okay. And then I want to give just a little bit rosy cheeks. Can you see? Just a little bit, okay? Just to give a little. And even Nico too. Okay. And once you finish, inside the mouth too. If you want to give more like a pink, right, like tongue and inside of a mouth, first give a one line like this, and the bottom part you're just gonna color, just like this. And then Nico, for this, I already gave you the teeth line, so all you need to do is just add a pink underneath. That's what you need to do, just like that. Okay, I guess we need to finish up soon, so can we do really quickly Snowflake? Really quick. Do you guys have a time? Yes. I take as a yes. Once you finish these two characters, I want you to move to Snowflake. And Snowflake kind of light. So use B00, B00, and maybe B12. Okay. All right. B00 and this. All right. Yeah, Nico is super cute. And at first, don't worry about just thinking like a dark side or light side. I'm going to use a B00, just color. Just color, color, color. Okay. And while I'm coloring, I'm gonna explain to you quick. Once you finish coloring, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have a time to spotlight everybody, right? But I love to see your drawing. So all you can do is take a photo of your drawing and then tag Misako Rocks or Copic Official and US. Well, I'm gonna show you those stuff later. And also Michael Store on your Instagram. Tag me, tag them. So I can see your drawing and I can leave a comment. If you don't have Instagram, hopefully your parents have it. So you can ask them to take a photo of your awesome drawing. All right. Woohoo. Okay. Oh, someone's have to go, huh? All right. So just like this. So let me zoom out. I guess we need to finish up super soon. Let me just start zooming out. If you have a time, okay, if you have a time, again, around this snowflake on the edge, can you use B12 add a little bit of color. Just the outline. On B00, you can add those little B12 to add. Okay. That's what you need to do. So I'm gonna start zooming out. And I wanna share a screen quick in 30 seconds. And I wanna show you some sign I made for you guys. Alrighty? Okay, I hope you finished that part. And let me zoom in out myself. Sorry. Here we go. I'm back. Okay. So let me take this one out. Ta 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 ta. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and you color super kawaii Liriko and Nico with me. And if you want to go back and watch again, I'm pretty sure you can watch this on YouTube, right? So you can do
on
that
YouTube
later.
on michaels.com/classes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. And then if you can follow Copic, what you did, what you used today, Copic marker, so you can just go to their website and Instagram, all the information right there. So screenshot this, guys, screenshot. All right. And hopefully you can get more Copic Ciao markers because they have a tons of different series, which I have a lot in the back. I have tons of collections over there. I love using it. And then if you really enjoyed drawing with me, coloring with me, you can join my online community, which I'm going to share your screen just quick. Here we go. This is for some of my students right there. It's called lamangawithmisako.com. Well, but this is only for 7 to 11 years old students, and I teach 2 live manga lessons every week. And tomorrow is going to be the lesson day. And every week I come up with a theme, we draw, and my lessons are really interactive. Students just can tell me what they want and what they think. And if you're interested in, just go there, take a look. I even made a video so you can watch that. And click the become a member. Ta-dang! And then go here, and then you can go all the way down to join. Well, it's going to be monthly. Yes, $49. But if you enjoyed it, talk to your parents. And hopefully you can come and check out my lessons. Okay, here we go. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, in the end, I kind of rushed you a little. But today's really important part is going to be skin, right? And hair. And if you use 2 colors, light brown and a warm, a little bit darker brown, you can make amazing shading. Okay, and even hair too. So try to use tons of little, Copic markers, right? Little by little, and you can find your favorite colors. That's what I want you to do, okay? So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can have amazing holidays and Happy New Year. So thank you so much, guys. And if you have any questions, you can always, text me on Instagram or, just email me. It's on my website, okay? So thank you so much. ありがとうございます。Thank you guys.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Bye bye. Here we go. Yay.